tumble down upon our knees, so we started crawling. The darker the sky, the brighter the stars, shining upon wherever we are. No matter near, no matter far, the darker the sky, the brighter the stars.
Good morning, everybody. It's about 3:30 Zulu time, and we are just about halfway between Terceira and Sao Miguel Islands here in the Azores. We've got 3 reefs in the main, and we've got a full number 2 Genoa, and it seems to be giving us some good power to kind of push through the waves. It's not too rough, but it's really limiting the heel, so it's a really nice smooth ride right now. And we're moving along at about 7 knots boat speed, and we've got a little bit of current against us now, so our speed over ground is 6.7 knots. We've got a couple of boats here, and we'll show you where we're at and what's going on. We're headed down this way. This is our course over ground, showing here on Expedition. And then this red here is our optimal route, along with the winds, which are projected along our optimal route. So normally we're going to follow the red line, but what we're doing here is we're giving the ship a little bit of room, and we're also kind of hedging to the right, because as you'll see later here, there's going to be a little bit of a wind shift, and while it's light right now, we figure we don't really want to sail any more upwind than we have to. So here you can see the wind's going to shift ahead of us just a little bit. And here's where we're going, is Ponta Delgada. And we'll zoom back out here to give you an idea, maybe a little bit bigger picture, just where we are.
Hey everyone. Curtis just woke me up. He said, "Kate, get out here now. I need your help." I flew out on deck, and it looked like there was a rocky cliff with a lighthouse on top of it. We thought we were going to hit land, but there was nothing on the charts. And it turns out it was just clouds that looks like a rock with a giant freaking star. It looked like artificial light. It was so bright, it didn't look like a star. And then next thing we know, up comes the moon from behind those clouds as well. And it's huge. It's huge and it's bright. Oh my goodness. Anyways, excitement here in the middle of the night. And I guess we just had to be here.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, feel it coming. Golden, I'll follow them. Golden, golden things. Mount Laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow them. Golden, golden things.
Hey everyone, we're Sailing Sweet Ruka. I'm Kate, this is Curtis, and Roxy the dog, and we're here to sail around the world via Cape Horn and the Cape of Good Hope. We like to take the sea less traveled and are ready for some serious offshore sailing, so come along for the ride and click subscribe.
Good morning. I haven't had my coffee yet. This is going to be a little bit of a sleepy talk. The sun is out though. We're moving along at 8 knots. The island is just over here. We're almost there. Had a great sail overnight. I did the first shift and Kate did the second shift, as we usually do, and we crushed it. Nice, easy, fast sailing. We've got about 21 miles left, and we should be there late morning, early afternoon. Sailing angle is pretty much just cracked off of upwind, about 45 to 50 degrees apparent wind angle, anywhere from about 12 to 20 knots of breeze through the evening. I'd say an average of 15.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the Monday.
There's our island, right over there.
There's something about spotting land that makes you want to move even faster. So Curtis shook out the third reef and it was full speed ahead to the luscious green mountain in the distance.
And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
Well, after an overnight sail, we are now approaching Sao Miguel Island. See it there right behind us? We're going to pull into a marina for the first time in a long time. I think it's been, well, technically we went into a marina when we hauled the boat out, but other than that, it's been since the U.S. Virgin Islands since we've had the boat at a dock in a marina, which is over a year ago. So that'll be fun. We'll dock her up and we're going to go see how things go.
I'm getting out of bed, reaching for the water glass.
Our plan was to fly home for the first time since living on Sweet Ruca, and Ponta Delgada Marina was the only marina that would allow us to stay for a longer period of time. There are no anchorages on the island of Sao Miguel, so it was time for Sweet Ruca to pull out the dock lines for the first time in a long time. So what should you do when coming into a new port or marina for the first time? First, we plan our weather window to arrive in daylight if possible. It's easier to see boat traffic or underwater obstructions if need be. Speaking of which, we studied the charts of the entrance to the marina, as well as the dock berths, to see if there's enough depth or large enough docks for our boat. We get out the dock lines and bumpers and place them around the boat before entering the dock so that they are ready to go for any last-minute changes and so that we can tie up immediately. It takes a little bit of time to pull everything out of storage. Once everything is out on deck, ready for docking, we motor up slowly to check out the berths. Oftentimes, the charts can be incorrect, and also it allows us to see the spacing between all the boats and docks, including testing out the actual depth with our depth sounder. This way we know if we have enough space to pull in and pull out or bail out of docking if we need to. In this case, we made a reservation prior to arriving, so there should be an open berth available waiting for us. We hail the marina on VHF radio to announce our arrival, in case there are special instructions, such as waiting for ships or ferries to leave, or asking if it is a port or starboard tide. We tie off the bow and mid-deck spring line first, and then put it in reverse using the bumpers to pivot and swing the stern in. Luckily, Duarte was there to catch our dock lines and help us with short-handed docking.
Nicely done. Thank you for the...
When leaving the boat unattended for extended periods of time in this marina, it is required to have someone check on the boat frequently, which is how we got in contact with Duarte, who co-owns a charter fleet and will be keeping an eye on Sweet Ruka while we're away. Once the boat is initially tied up and settled, we add another spring line and adjust the bumpers and dock lines properly for any necessary tides or conditions to make sure it's a snug fit. And finally, we check on the dock lines morning and night to see if there has been any shaping or make any further adjustments. Coming into a dock for the first time requires a lot of patience and preparation to make sure the boat and crew make it in safely. Roxy, are you ready to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? Yeah, you do? Okay. Okay. I'll put the camera down and grab your leash, okay? Jeez.
We need more than hopes and wishes for us to make it through the night. Stormy weather, weary eyes, hope to make it through the night.
Definitely following her.
Yeah, they are. Those are like evil Wizard of Oz birds.
Yeah.
All this time you thought we'd never pay the price. In the game of love, you have to roll the dice. My heart got 7 years to life. 7 years to life. I've been told that.
Alright, ready?
I can't believe that I am in Europe. I mean, technically we're in the middle of the Atlantic, but we're in the EU according to our passports. I've never been here, and I think when I was a kid I never really thought that I would even go to Europe. So hey, we're here.
All this time you thought we'd never pay the price. In the game of love, you have to roll the dice. My heart got 7 years to life. 7 years to life.
Ay. We are getting tossed all around.
It's blowing 30 plus out here tonight, and this is supposed to be a pretty rough harbor when it blows out of the south, and it is blowing out of the south. There are waves frothing up and splashing over the dock in front of us. So we're a little nervous about keeping the boat here while we go racing, but it is what it is. There's no other options. We've got basically hurricane ties with 2 to 4 dock lines on every spot. So we think that we're good and we should be able to hang in here.
We had heard that conditions in the marina could get really rough with high winds and rocky docks that could sometimes leave lasting damage, such as popped fenders or worse. And now we were seeing it firsthand. Since we were leaving the boat for an extended period, we decided we would take the sails off to prevent windage and wear and tear. We figured while they were off, we would add a 4th reef to the mainsail and perhaps finally retire the number 2 Genoa as well. You'll see why if you haven't noticed already.
Look at that. Oh yeah. Okay, go. Yeah.
Stick your finger in there again.
You know your sail is ready for replacement when you can pull apart. Like basically I have this side in the other hand. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh yeah, look at that. when you can pull your sail apart into a bag and stick your finger inside. So this is one side of the sail. This is like a laminate mylar film of some type. We'll send it to the sail maker to see. And then this is the other side, which is a thinner film.
Right there, there's a rip. That's what I wanted.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That's a spreader rip right there. All right. Oh, look right there too, yeah.
Grab this layer, side of that layer. All right.
All right.
See?
Rat stripes.
Look how fun that looks.
Just jam them in their bag. Done.
After getting the jib off, we took a break before taking off the main when we heard a loud engine noise. It turns out this powerboat was having issues with its hydraulic steering, and the rough wind and current conditions were making it extra tricky to get this boat safely in the harbor.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, slow, slow.
I never understood a word they said. Kept running in the woods alone instead. Somewhere, somehow, I guess I lost it all. Try to keep it up and standing tall. Why don't you stay, stay, 'cause I could really use a friend. Stay, please stay, 'cause my heart really needs a man. Somewhere, somehow, I guess I lost it all. Stay, stay here with me. I'm trying to make it up for my mistakes, but everywhere I turn, some hearts will break. Something, someone will end up getting hurt again. There's no need to play pretend. Why don't you stay, stay, 'cause I could really use a friend. Stay, please stay, 'cause my heart really needs a man. Somewhere, somehow, I guess I lost it all. Stay, stay here with me.
Look, Roxy! Look! That's your new home, sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The boat was just about all packed up and ready to go, so it was time for the last-minute preparations of picking up Roxy's crate for the flight and getting all of her veterinary paperwork in order.
Why don't you stay? Mistakes I could really use a friend.
Roxy's gonna have a passport.
Yay!
Not so cool, is it, Roxy?
Are you getting a passport, buddy? Yeah.
The rabies vaccine, my identification is here, the rabies vaccine and the health check. And that way, when you come back, with this you can come back again with no problem at all.
Okay.
So here's Roxy's pet passport. It's got this little protective booklet, and then the inside is a little smaller paper booklet that looks pretty similar to a passport for a person. Pretty much everything you would need. Stuff in there, signatures, stamps, everything to make her look super official. So, Roxy, welcome to the EU.
All right.
We were riding high. Do you remember? No one will deny. We were invincible, heading for the sky before we started falling. We were torn apart and then slowly coming to a halt. And we stumbled down upon our knees, so we started crawling. The darker the sky, the brighter the stars, shining upon wherever we are. No matter near, no matter far. The darker the sky, the brighter the stars. Waiting for the dawn.
If you're enjoying what you see from Sweet Ruka, you can check out more by becoming a patron. And don't forget to subscribe!
But we keep on falling. The darker the sky.